We are live. Look, y'all, got another banger for you for the Narc Bully Tribe. I'm back, baby. Get ready for these videos to be dropping on a regular basis, y'all. I need your support to come through. Watch the videos that I'm playing in the background. These aren't the live streams, so I won't be getting live. I won't be crashing out or going off or nothing like that. Just chill stuff, all right? Anyway, here's a video of leftover modern women coming to the harsh realization that men will not be getting married because it's a bad deal for men altogether, and it's all biased and in favor of women. Let's go.
That's the best thing that can happen to a man.
This man divorced his wife after seeing her face for the first time. So this couple had a pre-arranged marriage, and during the wedding, the groom lifted the veil and saw his wife for the very first time. He wasn't happy with what he saw, and he said that he had pictured her completely different in his mind. So that's when he divorced her, and the bride actually broke down in tears and cried for the rest of the evening.
Ouch!
There are a lot of reasons why women leave marriages, and 70 to 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. And we come under a lot of fire for that, and a lot of people have opinions about that. But I want to know from you, if you have left a marriage, I want to know what your big reason was. Or if you're considering leaving your marriage, tell me what your reasons are. I think we need to hear the truth and the reality of why women leave their marriage. Let me know in the comments what your big reason is.
Let's have a little girl talk, okay? If you like a guy, the absolute best thing you can do is friend zone him. I am so dead serious about this. But Nikki, I don't want to put him in the friend zone because I really like him. I understand. But the problem with liking someone is that you give them too much credit before they even prove themselves to you. And also, you don't actually really get to know them. You just like this idea of them in your head. But if you friend zone them, then you're actually getting to know the person and see if you really like them. And you get to see if they're persistent enough to try.
Now remember, she's friend zoning you, but Chad and Tyrone getting the cheeks and that mouth.
To get out of the friend zone. I wish I knew that sooner because I feel like I would have been less weird around my crushes if I just friend zoned them.
If you're a man that's being friend-zoned, the absolute best thing you can do is date that woman's close friends or her sister. Then she will start noticing you more. Then you will start noticing jealousy coming from her.
70% of divorces are filed by women. Why? Because women feel their emotional needs are not being fed. Women have more social support and they discuss their feelings. They also have a lot more resentment against men because they do the brunt of the housework and the child raising. That's why more women than men file for divorce.
Wrong. It's because they are promised by the government to keep the kids and be financially incentivized. Still,
absolutely. If it wasn't such a great retirement plan for women, and it was like some kind of way 50-50 or 40-50, you know what I'm saying, or 40-60, then they wouldn't do it so much. They're completely incentivized to go ahead and, hey, you know what, chuck up the deuces, I'll take half. It's like basically to them, it's like that lady said, a graduation. It's basically like a husband starter kit. They get to you, they stick it out for a certain amount of years, just long enough to where it don't seem weird, and then come up with some goofy reasons as to why they had to leave that they've been, you know, planting the seeds to the people that they know for quite some time about. So, you know, it's just, you know, you got to go somewhere where your marriage means something, where you as a man is valued. Here in the West, it's just over, man. It's over.
Think they'd leave if there was a 50% chance of losing the kids and have to pay the father? I guess that's why the majority of women want full custody of the kids, so they can be alone doing all the housework and childcare after divorce. Then the vows should be changed to until either woman does not feel it anymore, rather than till death do us part. I bet marriage rate will go down using that change. Why? Because the legal system discriminates against men and gives favorable outcomes to women, which makes it easier for women to walk away. As a man, once
Don't be afraid, it's very safe.
Once you enter into a marriage contract, not only do you have to worry about your wife, you also got to worry about the legal system. Why does the divorce ultimately comes down to how a woman feel, Why is it always about how they feel? What about the man that's enduring for his family's sake, even though he's unhappy? That doesn't get talked about enough.
How much an alpha man should cough up for a wedding ring?
An alpha man? Oh, I can't wait to hear how much an alpha man should spend on a wedding ring.
From my understanding, a guy should be spending 3 months' salary on a ring.
Traditionally, that has been customary. However, that is not at all required. A lot of women are very happy with rings that cost a lot less. However, I'm sure that there's more to this.
So if that isn't 6 figures, you probably shouldn't be getting married.
Holy classist mentality, Batman. To actually have the audacity to say that if a person doesn't make 6 figures in 3 months, then they have no business getting married. Is one not aware that the average American doesn't even make 6 figures in a year? I guess there's a lot of people, in one's opinion, that shouldn't be getting married. But there's more.
Like, if he's not spending that, does he really love you, or does he just want a hot trophy wife?
What? Now, how exactly did that make any sense? But moreover, it's my opinion that any woman that would expect a man to spend 6 figures on her wedding ring is not after the man himself for who he is. She's only after his money.
My ex would only settle for 4.2 carat, nothing smaller. I laughed and bought myself a truck to drop off her because this woman actually believes that she's a trophy wife.
2 years now. And he left his wife, but mentally he has not left his wife. And I don't know what to do. I've been cooking my best meals. I've been wearing lingerie. I've been trying to do a little thing. I've been doing everything that I can possibly think of, and he just does not seem like he's there with me. Should I stick it out or let him go home to his wife?
A woman will date a married man, but refuse to date a man that lives with his mom. Is that how the saying goes?
Not even that. They'll go after a married man, but they wouldn't even go after a man that's, working his way up. Again, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, But go overseas. That should be your ultimate plan. Go overseas.
But anyways, did this woman forget the part that this man is married? And for her to even complain is just crazy.
No matter how good of a man you are, you will never be good enough to a woman who isn't ready.
Nothing makes a man feel more rejected and disgusting than if he has to initiate intimacy with his wife every time, like she literally doesn't even want to be intimate with him, or she's literally only doing it to shut him up. Ladies, I don't think you understand how much it hurts a husband to feel like he has to initiate intimacy with you every single time, and then the only reason you do it is to shut him up or to keep him from nagging you about it. Because let me tell you this, when you deny a man of sexual intimacy with you, that hurts. But when you are being at the center, that's always number 1. Number 2, good communication. Number 3, frequent intimacy. Number 4, accountability on both parts. Number 5, forgiveness. And number 6, dating and constant pursuing of your spouse. If you don't have these things, your marriage is going to struggle. Now, I know the majority of marriages don't have all these things, but it should be a work in progress. So make sure you put yourself in your spouse's shoes from time to time. Think about the situation as if it was happening to you. Because if they did it to you and you didn't like it, what makes you think they're going to like it too?
This is sad, but very, very true. This is a major issue men face in their marriages. Rejections leads to problems, distance, and starts looking somewhere else. Some men have actually been dealing with this for years. Take a look. This has been my life for the last 11 years, and I am sick of it. I feel like I am only good to pay bills. Agree totally. But unfortunately, there is a lot of double standards, and a man's needs and feelings don't matter nowadays. I gave up. 2 years, nothing. Told her that we are just roommates, and
to the women out there, okay? Now look, you tell me if you think this is fair. I'm 40 years old. I married this woman when I was 33. After only knowing her 7 months, and no, I ain't getting no prenup or none of that, but she didn't have nothing. Me, I had a $1.5 million house in Hoover, Alabama. Me, I had the Mercedes in the driveway. I went to law school. I was the one up studying all them late nights. Didn't even know who this woman was back then, right? Now, you mean to tell me it took me 40 years to make all this, and this person who I've only known for 7 years, 7, won't have? of everything it took me 40 years to make. Now, I want to ask all the women, do you think that's fair? Do you think that is fair? Think of me as if I was your daddy or if I was your brother and you saw me studying all them nights. That was me at Emory all them nights studying. I didn't even know this woman. Now she wants half of what it took me 40 years to make. Well, I tell you, divorce sure ain't fair. I did everything the Bible tell you.
That's why she married you, to take what you work for.
Yep.
Y'all men don't get it. Didn't study hard enough for that to happen. You a lawyer, and she tricked you to sign a contract. Everyone should get a pre-nuptial agreement. Could be very bad.
Hey there, stop scrolling for 1 second. I'm Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin, running for the U.S. Senate in Michigan.
Beneficial for everyone.
Do you know that women leave men 80% of the time? And if they're college educated, it's 90. So if you get divorced, it's 80% of the time like the woman leaves. And one of the number one predictors of divorce is actually if the woman out-earns the man.
Oh, I love that. I actually love that. I can't lie.
You love that? You don't think that's kind of...
No, I'm like, girl, you go get that. You go get a man, and like, yeah, you go get that. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Like, why is there like a lack of empathy for men?
It's not a lack of empathy.
But there is, because like they're breaking up a family and a lifelong commitment in a home, and your reaction is you go get the bag, sis, or like, I'm so happy for you. When that's actually that's a sad situation.
Of course, it's always the low haircut feminist men haters. Most men don't care about how much a woman makes. The issue is, commitment is not fulfilling no more. And that's just how society today sees it. That's why I tell men to choose peace over misery.
Why do you think so many men nowadays are not getting married?
I really don't know. You know, times change, people change, the way they think change, you know. I'm old school.
Still has the family name. Your child still has, you know, hopefully the husband providing and everything.
Here's your bill. Thanks.
I got it. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need you to pay for my meal.
Okay, thank you.
Why is there so many numbers?
That's the total, without tip.
I thought it was the phone numbers.
Okay, thank you.
Why is there so many numbers?
That's the total, without tip.
I thought it was the phone numbers. You know what? I'm feeling super traditional today.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Just you can take it.
Thank you. I'm so honored.
Well, that's a lot.
You can be strong tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
When the numbers are lower.
As a high value... Listen, man, you know, you gotta understand that was so layered. But that's just how it is nowadays.
Value man, if she wants a ring with a diamond...
That strong and independent is definitely situational and conditional.
She better have an unbroken hymen. She better have an unbroken hymen, you get it? Because I'm a high value man. Why would I settle for less? And speaking of rings, I ain't doing husband things until there's one on my finger. Until there's one on my finger. Kings, we don't like broke bitches either. She ain't trying to pay for the date. There's no way we can even conversate. There's no way we can even conversate. What do you mean? What do I bring to the table? I am the...
Yeah, I thought this guy's gaslighting, but you know, you get the point. You know what I mean? Whatever, still gets the point across. Anyway, y'all, love and light. I'm your brother. Make sure you smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow. You know you want to. And drop a comment. You know, let's chop it up. Do you agree, disagree? Men are done with dating. Not just dating, but marrying. Definitely not getting married. It's a bad deal. It's a bad business deal. You know what I'm saying? And women are using men as starter husbands. So let them get their bag some other kind of way. Anyway, love and light, y'all. I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.